Hi, everyone, and welcome to Sunday School with Dr. Don. This is a program for those that are new to the program this week. We put out a message every Sunday, and it's for those who do not have time for church or their schedules do not allow them to get involved in church settings. We put out messages that you can listen to on your time whenever you are free, and they're inspiring and they're helping people because I got a number of people that have commented, people that are getting involved in the things of God right now, because what we're trying to do is encourage you. And that's why today's message, I believe, is going to be a good one for you. The title of it is Attitude and Respect. And I got a subtitle that says two things that will help you succeed in life: attitude and respect. I teach this to my grandchildren. I'm teaching it now in my Sunday school lesson. And if you ever wondered why some people seem to rise even when life is hard, if you ever wondered some of this stuff, I do sometimes. And that's where, while others struggle even when everything is going their way. And what if I told you the difference is not talent, it's not money, and it's not opportunity, but it's attitude and respect. And today we're going to uncover two life-changing principles that will shape your future, your relationship, and your walk with God. And that's where in Philippians chapter 2 and verse 5, it says, "Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus." It's a way of thinking. And what you think about when you hear the word attitude, what is it that you think about? Attitude is an inward feeling expressed by outward behavior. So you see it. You see it. You can try to hide it. You can try to mask it, but eventually your attitude will reveal itself. It is the mind's paintbrush. It can paint your life bright and hopeful or dark or discouraging. Your attitude is the librarian of starting this over. Your attitude is the librarian of your past, the speaker of your present, and the prophet of your future. And when you combine the right attitude and with respect, you unlock favor, growth, and success in every area of your life. And what I've done here is I've broken this down into 7 points I'm going to share with you. Every one of them is a powerful point, so stay with me on this. My first point is your attitude shapes your life. Your attitude shapes your life. And in Proverbs 23 and 7, it says, "As he thinketh in his heart, so is he." Your life follows your thinking. Two people can go through the same storm. One says, "Why is this happening to me?" The other says, "What is God teaching me?" The same storm, different outcome. Think about Joseph in Genesis, betrayed, sold, imprisoned, but his attitude stayed right. Because of that, he didn't just survive, he rose. Your attitude determines whether your setbacks become your story or your stepping stone. And we have to realize our attitude is how we see things. It's how we think about things. It's so important that we develop a good attitude. Point number 2, your attitude always shows eventually. Your attitude always shows eventually. And in Luke 6:45, it says, "Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks." So whatever inside, it comes out of you. Attitude is the same way. You, you can cover it up for a while, but your attitude will come out. It doesn't matter how good you got it covered up. It's like a cracked cup. What's inside leaks out under pressure. You get a person in a pressure situation, all of a sudden you find out what their attitude is like real quickly. Frustration leaks anger. Pride leaks disrespect. Joy leaks as kindness. And that's where what's inside you will eventually come out of you. So we have to make sure that we develop something good inside of each and every one of us. And point number 3, a positive attitude attracts favor. A positive attitude attracts favor. This is very true. And in Proverbs 18:16, a man's gift makes room for him. People are drawn to people with the right spirit, with the right attitude. Think about someone you enjoy being around. It's not just because of what they say, it's how they carry themselves. David served King Saul with the right attitude. Even when Saul mistreated him, that attitude opened doors to the throne. Your attitude can take you places talent alone cannot. People love being around people with a proper attitude. People succeed in jobs. People receive many things in life because of their attitude. Skill is a good thing, and a lot of times skill is needed, but attitude is what puts people over the top. Point number 4, respect opens doors that nothing else can. Respect opens doors that nothing else can. And in Romans chapter 12, verse 10, it says, be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourself. Respect is not earned, it is given. 2 employees. One is talented but arrogant. The other is respectful and teachable. Guess who gets promoted? Guess who the boss is going to say, I want to lift this guy up? It's not the arrogant one. It's the respectful and teachable one. Respect builds bridges that pride burns down. And it's so important to realize that we have to be respectful wherever we go. It's something that we learn, something we put into practice. I know back in Benjamin Franklin's days, there was certain areas in his life that were a little bit rough, and he used to take one principle at a time and try to develop it. And one of the principles he developed was to be respectful to everyone that was in his life, because he wanted to make good contact with people, because he was an ambassador for the United States and he wanted to be effective. Point number 5, attitude and respect determine your relationships. Attitude and respect determine your relationships. And in Ephesians 4 and 2, it says, with all lowliness and gentleness, bear with one another in love. You don't lose relationships overnight. You lose them through attitude and disrespect over time. A marriage doesn't break down because of one argument. It breaks down of repeated dishonor and negative attitudes. Healthy relationships are built on humility and respect. And that's what we need to realize to develop a good, healthy relationship. We need to learn how to love people. We need to learn how to be humble and respectful for their opinions and the things they say. So many times in households, it's a household of total disrespect. It's a household of bad attitudes. And in that household, everything is an argument. It's yelling, it's screaming, all this stuff. And this carries. I know I teach programs to married couples sometimes, and what you learn in some of these situations, you carry into the future. Eventually you get married and you're disrespectful and you've got bad attitude, and all of a sudden your kids are disrespectful, they got a bad attitude, they get married, and it goes on and on and on and on. And that's where I'm hoping a message like this today can help you realize you can stop this anytime you want. With God's help, you can change your attitude and the way you respect people. And you make it a project in your life and you pray about it. You say, Lord, help me with my attitude. Whatever circumstances happen, help me to see it in a good, positive way as you working in my life rather than getting negative. And help me to be respectful for the people that are around me. Help me to learn how to honor them, to value them, and to treat them as precious. Because what all of this does, it comes back to you. Whatever you develop inside you, you put out there, but then it comes back to you. I find that the more I can respect and honor people, the more they will respect and honor me. And the same thing happens with you. Point number 6, your attitude today shapes your future. Your attitude today shapes your future. In Galatians 6 and 7 it says, whatsoever a man sows, he will also reap. This is talking about planting seed and getting a crop. Your attitude is a seed. Plant negativity, reap struggle. Plant faith, reap growth. It's as simple as that. Think of your attitude as planting seeds every day. You won't see it immediately, but a harvest is coming. A future you walk into tomorrow is being built by your attitude and how you carry yourself today. It's how you respect. It's how you respond to people and situations. You are building a future. This is something a lot of people don't realize, but it's something that we develop every day. It's how we treat our loved ones. It's how we treat the lady at the store, wherever we go. People never forget people with good attitudes and people that respect them. And a lot of times in life, people want to forget people with bad attitudes and people who are disrespectful. You can create such a relationship. I find in life sometimes relationships can be built almost instantaneously if you have a good attitude and you talk positively and lovely with people, caring, and are respectful to them and their opinions and everything. You can develop dynamite relationships. And what you're doing for yourself, sometimes you don't realize it, is creating a future for you as well as the people around you, because you become a teacher by how you carry yourself, because you affect people in the attitude that and respect that you show. Point number 7, our last point here, you must choose your attitude daily. You must choose your attitude daily. And in Joshua 24:15, it says, choose for yourself this day whom you will serve. Okay, attitude is not automatic, it's a decision. You decide, this is what I want. I don't like a stinking attitude. I don't want to wake up every day thinking negative stuff. I don't put garbage in because garbage will come out. I need to develop an attitude that's going to help and lift up people, encouraging people, no matter what the circumstance, no matter how tough the situation might be. I love what I seen at the World Cups, and where the Japanese team, after the event at the Dallas Cowboy Stadium, they went and cleaned the stadium. They got bags out and they picked up all the debris and everything that's in the stadium, leaving the stadium better than or equal than what it was when they first got there. Now, this is an attitude. This is a respect that is shown. This spoke volumes to many, many people. And so many times in life, we have an attitude that doesn't matter what happens around us. We are just going to do what we want to do, and we don't care about anybody, and we're not going to respect anybody. But this here is something that we choose. We can flip that. And in Joshua, he says, choose this day. What type of attitude? Attitude is not automatic, it is a decision. Every morning you wake up with two options: gratitude or complaining, faith or fear, respect or pride. These are options that we have every day. Yeah, that's where you may not control your circumstances because it'll just happen, but you will always control your attitude. It doesn't matter what happens in your life, you're the one that controls how you respond to it and the attitude you show. Your attitude colors your world, shapes your future, attracts or repels people. Simple as that. Your respect builds honor, opens doors for you, and strengthens relationship. Simple as that. These are things that happen in life because of attitude and respect. And if we can have that understanding, that knowledge, and realize how important a proper attitude and respect is in life, our life can be a thing of beauty, or we can live in an ugliness that many people do. Together, they will determine how far each and every one of us will go in life. That's where we need to ask ourselves, what kind of attitude am I carrying? Am I building up people or tearing them down? Am I walking in respect or reacting in pride? We need to make a decision. Will I carry a positive attitude? Will I walk in respect? Will I reflect Christ in how I live? These are things we may need to make a decision every day of what we're going to do. That's where I pray for you. I pray that your heart is ready to receive this message, that you can examine your attitudes and you can walk humbly and respectfully, that you can respect the way Jesus did when he was on earth, that our lives will reflect love in every conversation, in every relationship, in every situation. That's where we can choose to be like Christ and what he showed us, because it is our attitude and respect that is what's taking us through life. Lack of it causes issues. That's where, if this message here has reached out and resonated in you, I want you to put it into practice, but I also want you to share it with someone who might need encouragement, possibly has an attitude or respect issue, to help them understand what they can have in life, that they can have a stronger life, a stronger relationship, and that they can be in a place where they can walk with their Heavenly Father. And again, I want to say, I am so grateful and thankful that you joined Sunday School with Dr. Don. I enjoy doing this and I enjoy sharing. Shirley and I are always praying that God is blessing you, and I will look forward to seeing you again next time.